Well, how about an easier question, Julie? How about why are you supporting Don? I mean, for all of us, I mean, there's Chad, there's Alan, there's this gal named Candy K something.
It's like candy corn. Did you notice that? I just noticed it yesterday.
Yeah.
It's candy.
But why Don?
Okay, this is a fun question. I like this question. So when I found out that Don was running, I was a little skeptical. I was like, I don't know if he has the personality for it. And then I found out that Alan West was running, and I was like, oh gosh, how am I going to decide? Because both of them speak at when we were launching True Texas Projects, both of them were keynote speakers for us. And I thought this is going to be a real struggle for me. It was going to put me in a really awkward situation. But then Don came to me first, and he said he wanted to sit down and do an interview. And so Fran and I interviewed him at my dining room table. And by the time he left my house, my jaw was on the floor. Like every single thing that Fred and I have complained about Texas or wished for Texas or said, why can't we just do this? It's common sense. He was verbalizing. And Fred was at work, but when he got home from work, I'm like, Fred, you aren't going to believe the conversation I just had with Don Huffines. I mean, it was a no-brainer to me. So I still had the issue, though, what do I do with Alan West? Like, I needed to be able to explain to Alan why I would not be supporting him. And he's a friend, okay? So it always has to be impartial, okay? He is a friend. I do really like Alan West. I like Chad Prather. I'll never get his name right. I don't know which one it is. But right? And we're doing a forum on Monday night, and I'm going to have to say his name 100 times, and I will get it wrong every time. But anyway, it has to be impersonal, right? So I have to take the friendship out of the equation, and I have to look at his voting record. And unfortunately, Alan West's voting record sucks. I don't use that word a lot, but it's terrible. So I can look at Don's voting record, and he had an A. Alan West, as a congressman in Florida, had a C. So and he ran as a Tea Party guy. So I asked Alan West, what about your voting record? How do you justify this when you have all this Tea Party rhetoric and the Tea Party people elected you? And he said, well, I had to vote what my district wanted. And I'm like, well, clearly your district was Tea Party or you wouldn't have won. So it just didn't fly with me, and it was really disappointing. I will be the first to say that I am anyone but Abbott, and I'm not going to go and yes. I don't want there to be fighting between conservatives. We are all anyone but Abbott. So I'm not going to be trashing Alan West personally. I will trash his voting record. And so I want really to communicate that message that we must stay united on certain levels. And then as far as Chad, whatever his last name is, concerned, he has spoken in a lot of our meetings as well. And wow, I have never heard anybody give a better speech. I mean, that guy he is an entertainer by profession, so it makes sense. But man, he gets it. And I was shocked. Unfortunately, he just doesn't, he's not going to have the votes. He's not going to win. And he doesn't have the knowledge and the platform that Don has. So it really was a no-brainer. And candy corn, whatever. And I think there's some others. There's a guy named Harrison.
Yeah, Danny Harrison.
He actually chewed me out the other day because we're not including him in our forum. And I said, well, we're only bringing in like the top, it would eat up all the time if I had 8 people on my stage. Our stage, not my stage, sorry, I shouldn't say that. But anyway, he got mad, and so he was supposed to go, we invite statewide candidates to go to all of our different locations and meet everybody, and he said, well, then I'm not coming to any of your meetings. And I'm like, well, you just shot yourself in the foot. Like, how stupid was that? You want to build a reputation, and now you're not going to any meeting because I won't let you become one of them. So, I mean, it's Don, you're a shoo-in.
What about you, Kambree?
Well, I came to Texas with a lot of, actually with no expectations. I thought Adam was going to do the job. But I was a little fearful at first. I was looking into answers after I found out what was going on with Abbott, because the running joke in California was, we're populating your state because we're going to flip your state blue. and we're gonna start with mayors because all of y'all are focused up here and we're sliding in mayors right underneath your nose and you don't have any idea that this is going on. I've listened to this for years. They joked and they laughed. And then when I talked to Katrina and I looked up, I did all my research on Don. I asked around, I called all my contacts that I had in the industry and I started asking questions. And I asked them all the questions that concerned me from when I was in California, activist for raising my children. What's going on the border? What would you do with the border? My family's Hispanic. My uncle's undercover narcotics agent at the border. I know what's going on down there. No one's addressing it. People are pretending like they don't know what's going on or they don't want to talk about it. And sadly, politics is slowly infiltrating people's lives. And I wanted to see someone that was going to go out there and say stuff that is not necessarily so politically correct, but address the issues. I see so many people tote the line, like Abbott. He totes the line. We have how many days until the primaries, and he's just now building a wall? I mean, and when he comes out there and he says, I'm not going to ask the federal government for permission, that's the type of candidate that we need. Because we need some candidates here in the state of Texas that said that the first year, and now they're calling people, what did Crenshaw call them? The Freedom Caucus members. Now he's talking about Freedom Caucus members. We need a fighter, and I'm a fighter. So when I first came back to Texas, I was like, we have to have fighters in office. Is Don a fighter? Katrina said, yes, he is a fighter. Because my friends were like, well, I'm not going to put Ted Cruz signs because I'm scared of the Beto people. No! You put 50 more Ted Cruz signs out there. You can't be scared of the left. And I need someone that's going to run for governor that is going to fight fire with fire. He's the only guy that will do it.
Yes.
He's the only guy. Even in all the guns, he's the only guy that will do it. And that is exactly why I said I'm going for him. I met him once. And when my discernment kicked in and said, that is the man right there, that's when I said, I'm in, I'm all in, let's go. Tell me what to do and I'll do it. And then it's history.